What really happened when Park Jimin finally returned to South Korea? Flushed face, Purple Heart. Army around the world suddenly went into a frenzy. A short video appeared online, only a few seconds long, but it was enough to make millions of fans start asking questions. Why did the atmosphere feel so different? Why did the people around him seem unusually serious? And the biggest mystery of all, what happened right before the camera stopped recording? Welcome back to Jikook Lover Purple Heart, the place where we uncover the moments about BTS that the internet cannot stop talking about. But before we begin, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss the latest updates and hidden moments about BTS that fans around the world are discussing. Because that night, when Jimin returned to Korea, something unexpected happened. And until now, ARMY is still trying to understand what that moment truly meant. So what exactly happened? And why did that short clip make the entire internet explode with theories? Let's dive into the story. That night looked ordinary at first. The lights above the arrival area shone brightly, illuminating the quiet road beneath them. The place seemed calm, almost too calm for a location that usually buzzed with people rushing in every direction. Cars passed occasionally, security staff walked around as usual, and the atmosphere felt strangely peaceful. But somewhere else in the world, something very different was happening. Online, fans were beginning to notice something unusual. It started with a whisper, a small rumor posted in a fan community. No official announcement, no dramatic headlines, just a simple message that quietly appeared among thousands of posts. Someone claimed that Jimin had already returned to South Korea. At first, most people ignored it. Rumors appear every day on the internet. Fans are used to speculation that turns out to be false. But this time, something about the message caught people's attention. Because only minutes later, a short video suddenly surfaced online. The clip was extremely brief, just a few seconds long. Yet within moments, it began spreading across social media like wildfire. From one account to another, from one country to another, from one fan community to the next. And suddenly, millions of people were watching the same video. The clip showed a quiet arrival area under bright lights. Several men in formal suits were walking nearby. Another person passed by carrying a bag. The environment looked calm, almost ordinary. Too ordinary. That was the detail that immediately made fans suspicious. Where were the crowds? Usually, whenever Jimin appears in public, especially at an airport or arrival area, the situation is completely different. Cameras flash constantly. Fans gather hours before the arrival. Media outlets line up to capture every possible angle. Sometimes the entire place becomes a sea of people hoping to see him for just a few seconds. But this time, none of that was visible. The scene looked almost empty. Fans began replaying the video repeatedly. Some zoomed in to examine every detail. Others tried to analyze the body language of the people in the clip. Many were simply trying to answer one very important question. Is that really Jimin? It didn't take long for people to become convinced. In one frame of the video, the familiar silhouette became clearer. The way he walked, the posture, the quiet confidence that fans instantly recognize. It was unmistakable. It was Park Jimin. And the moment fans realized that, the internet exploded with theories. Some ARMY felt emotional seeing him back in South Korea. For many fans, even the smallest update about him carries deep meaning. Watching him return home brought a sense of comfort, but something about the clip still felt strange. Some fans noticed that the atmosphere around him looked more serious than usual. Others thought his expression seemed slightly different. A few even suggested that the entire scene felt unusually quiet. Was it just a coincidence? Or was there something more behind that moment? The discussion began spreading across different platforms. Fans from different countries started sharing their thoughts. Some compared the video with previous airport arrivals. Others tried to analyze the time the clip might have been recorded. One thing became clear very quickly. The mystery surrounding the moment was what made it so fascinating. Because when a member of BTS appears in public, things are rarely this quiet. For years, BTS has been one of the most globally recognized groups in the world. Every movement they make often becomes international news. Even a simple photo can dominate headlines across multiple countries. So seeing Jimin return in such a calm and almost secretive environment immediately raised questions. Some fans believed it might simply be a private arrival, intentionally kept low profile to avoid crowds. Others wondered if something more meaningful was happening behind the scenes. After all, the lives of BTS members are constantly evolving. Their schedules, projects, and personal journeys often unfold in ways fans cannot immediately see. Because of that, even the smallest moment can carry deeper meaning. As the hours passed, the video continued spreading across the internet. Thousands of comments appeared beneath reposts of the clip. Some fans expressed happiness, others shared emotional reactions. But many comments had the same tone of curiosity. What happened before this video started? Why does the atmosphere feel different? Was something important happening that we don't know about yet? The more people watched the clip, the more mysterious it seemed. And that mystery was exactly what kept the conversation alive. Entertainment accounts soon began reporting on the moment. Articles started appearing online discussing Jimin's return to Korea. But even those reports couldn't give a clear explanation, because the video itself didn't reveal much. It only showed a short moment, a few seconds. Yet those seconds were enough to spark a global conversation among fans. And perhaps that is what makes moments like this so powerful. Sometimes the biggest stories begin with the smallest clues. A short video, a quiet arrival, a moment that feels slightly different from what people expect. And when the person at the center of that moment is someone like Jimin, the world immediately pays attention. Fans began remembering how every chapter of BTS's journey has often started quietly before turning into something much bigger. A small hint, a mysterious appearance, an unexpected moment that later reveals a larger story. Because with BTS, things are rarely as simple as they seem at first. Which brings us back to the question that fans everywhere are asking. Was that night simply the moment Jimin returned home to South Korea? The conversation surrounding that mysterious night did not fade. In fact, it only grew stronger as more fans across the world began discovering the video for the first time. Hours after the clip first appeared, the comment sections under reposts had already turned into long threads of speculation, analysis, and emotional reactions. Some fans said they felt relieved simply seeing Park Jimin back in South Korea, while others could not stop thinking about the unusual atmosphere captured in those few seconds. What made the situation even more intriguing was how quickly the video began circulating across different time zones. While fans in Asia were among the first to notice it, the clip soon reached ARMY communities in Europe, North America, and South America. By the time many people woke up in other parts of the world, the mysterious arrival had already become a trending topic among fans of BTS. And with every new viewer, the same question kept appearing again and again. Why did the moment feel so different? For longtime fans, the return of a BTS member is usually accompanied by a familiar kind of excitement. Airports often become crowded with reporters and fans hoping to catch a glimpse of the global stars. Camera flashes reflect off the glass walls of arrival halls, and videos of the moment spread quickly through news outlets. But this time, the scene captured in the video felt almost private. The bright lights above the road created a cinematic atmosphere, illuminating the figures walking quietly across the frame. There were no loud cheers, no visible crowd pressing against barriers, no chaotic energy that typically surrounds public appearances. Instead, there was only a calm night. Some fans began to describe the moment as strangely peaceful. Others thought the calmness made the situation feel even more mysterious. Several people tried to analyze the people walking around Jimin in the clip. Security staff, assistants, and other individuals appeared to move with purpose, but without the urgency that sometimes accompanies highly publicized arrivals. One fan wrote in a comment, "It almost feels like we are watching a scene from a movie." Another replied, "Yes, but the question is, what happened before the scene started?" As the discussion deepened, fans began revisiting older moments in BTS history. They remembered times when unexpected events had started with similarly small clues. A short clip, a sudden appearance, a quiet movement that later turned out to be connected to a much larger story. Because the history of BTS is filled with moments that began quietly before becoming unforgettable chapters. When Park Jimin first rose to global fame with the other members of BTS, the world quickly learned that their journey was never predictable. Every step forward often carried emotional weight, not only for the members themselves, but also for the millions of fans who followed their story. Over the years, ARMY had developed a unique ability to notice even the smallest details. A single message posted online could spark thousands of discussions. A brief appearance in public could lead to countless theories about what might be happening behind the scenes. And now, once again, fans were examining every frame of a short video, searching for meaning. Some people focused on Jimin's body language. They noticed the calm way he walked through the arrival area. There was something composed about his posture, something familiar yet slightly different. Fans who had watched countless airport videos of him over the years began comparing this moment to others. "Does he look more tired than usual?" one fan asked. Another responded, "Or maybe he just looks thoughtful." Others disagreed completely. "He actually looks very calm," someone wrote, "almost like he's reflecting on something." These interpretations quickly turned into larger conversations about what the moment might represent. Because whenever a public figure like Jimin appears in such a quiet setting, it naturally invites speculation. Was it simply a private return home after a long schedule? Was the low-key atmosphere intentionally arranged to avoid large crowds? Or was there something happening behind the scenes that fans had not yet discovered? Even as these theories spread, one thing remained certain: the emotional connection between BTS and their fans was as strong as ever. For ARMY, seeing Jimin, even for just a few seconds, was enough to bring comfort. Many fans shared messages expressing how much they had missed seeing him. Others posted supportive comments wishing him rest and happiness after what might have been a demanding schedule. And while the mystery of the video continued to spark debate, there was also a wave of warmth flowing through the fandom. Because behind every theory and speculation, the core feeling remained the same. Fans simply cared. They cared about how the members of BTS were doing. They cared about the moments that shaped their lives. And they cared about every small sign that showed the members moving forward on their journey. Meanwhile, as the clip continued to circulate online, entertainment observers began noticing something interesting. The more people watched the video, the more they realized that its power did not come from dramatic action. Nothing explosive happened in the clip. There were no shocking events, no loud confrontations, no dramatic announcements. Instead, the impact came from the silence. The quiet night, the calm movement of people walking beneath bright lights, and the presence of someone whose life had already touched millions around the world. Sometimes the most powerful moments are the ones that feel almost ordinary. Yet because of who is involved, those ordinary moments suddenly carry deeper meaning. For many fans watching the clip, it felt like witnessing a small glimpse into a much larger story. A story that might still be unfolding. Some people began wondering whether the timing of Jimin's return might connect to future plans. Others speculated about upcoming projects, possible appearances, or new chapters in the evolving journey of BTS members. Of course, none of these ideas were confirmed. But that did not stop the excitement. Because speculation has always been part of the experience of following a global phenomenon like BTS. Every unexpected moment invites imagination. Every quiet appearance opens the door to new possibilities. And sometimes, the smallest clues lead to the biggest surprises. As the night passed and the conversation continued across social media, one thing became increasingly clear. The mysterious clip had done more than simply show Jimin returning to South Korea. It had reminded the world how deeply connected fans still felt to the members of BTS. Even a few seconds of footage could bring millions of people together in discussion. Even a quiet arrival could spark global curiosity. And perhaps that is part of what makes BTS so unique. Their story has never been just about music. It has always been about the moments in between, the small glimpses that reveal something human behind the global spotlight. Which is why the mystery of that night continues to linger. Because the video did not answer every question. If anything, it created more. What happened before the camera started recording? Why did the atmosphere feel so unusually calm? And most importantly, was that quiet arrival simply the end of a long journey? Or the very first sign that something completely unexpected might be about to begin? Flushed-faced Purple Heart.